Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to a special Saturday afternoon session where I don't have any live chat on this one. It's a makeup session for this morning's free readings. Just catching back up to complete more of those since I had a lot more to go and I didn't get through as many as I wanted to earlier. So that's what this session is for. I will be back in about less than 3 hours for my evening session. So if you want to join me for any new questions, I'll be back tonight and tomorrow morning too at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. After I complete this session, I will post a pinned comment on the order in which I completed the reading so you can find your reading faster. And if you're enjoying these free readings, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. It does tell me that you're enjoying the free readings and encourages me to continue them. I know I will do anyway, but so there we go. Let's get started. Let me just get my desktop finished up here and we will dive in. So I'm going to continue using this beautiful Sanctus Concordia tarot deck. And there was a special offer from the author Christopher Lee, who is offering 10% off my followers. All that is linked in the description box of the video if you're interested in those. So let's jump in. We had left off with Kritika Malhotra. So Kritika, and then Kritika Sayani after that. So I got two Kritikas in a row. So Kritika Malhotra, hello. You want to know, has Arnav forgotten about you? He hasn't taken any action for a while now. Let's take a look here and see what is going on with Arnav here. Let me just give these a shuffle. Refresh them a little bit here with the energies. All right, there we go. So let's take a look here. Has he forgotten you, Kritika? Who could forget you? Take a look here. We got the 10 of Pentacles. Looks like their life is really full right now. Just full and overflowing. I don't feel like they've forgotten you here. But I do feel here with the bottom of the deck, we've got the 8 of Cups too, which is them walking away from emotions and situations, relationships that they didn't feel that they were serving anymore. I feel like this 10 of Pentacles, it does feel like they might have found a relationship underneath here that feels like this fullness here. So I do feel like there is something or someone in their life that is taking up a lot of their time. I don't feel like they've forgotten about you, but I feel like they have moved forward into a different relationship, which whenever that happens, it's like, thank God for unanswered prayers. You know, people show us who they are, and people are removed out of our life on purpose for a purpose too, to make space for who is really more in alignment with us. For relationship wise, it creates the space. It takes the reserved, the reservation sign off the table of the person across from us that allows the space for someone to come in. That's more in alignment with your heart and soul and where you're headed in life. It clears the pathway too. So I do feel like they've moved on to a different relationship with that 10 of Pentacles, and that 8 of Cups kind of just tells us there, no one can ever forget you, but I feel like they've moved on to other things in their life, and that's okay. We will say thank you, bye-bye, because we know that if someone is moved out of our life, there's something even better, someone even more in alignment coming towards you. So that's what's coming in, Kritika. So hang in there, my dear, and look forward to the person that's coming your way for sure. All right. So many blessings. Right. And then Kritika Sayani, you are up and you want to know, what is the intention of Anavesh towards you? Let's take a look here. All right. No, they don't want any of those. So what are the intentions of Anavesh towards you? All right. Well, you got the 6 of Cups here. And the 6 of Cups does have this past life connection energy here. So there's definitely a lot going on here, even beyond Anavesh's intentions. There is this past life connection, bringing in some, this draw together. It's like you've decided to come across each other's lives in this lifetime as well, to look through things. Your card on the bottom of the deck is the Page of Swords. So the intentions here it goes way beyond the human. And so this is what spirit is wanting you to know, is to realize that regardless of what this human intentions are that's going on, what's going on below the surface and from above has to do with allowing you to see your thoughts and beliefs and mindsets from a higher perspective, and to cut away and transform some fears that have been going on and transform them into higher wisdom and knowledge as you question these fears, these supposed tos, these shoulds, these need tos. And I feel like they're having you kind of, if you can look at someone and realize this is just a human character, but there's this huge actor. If you can just imagine this almost invisible, maybe you can slightly see them tinted, huge version of them. And it's like that's the actor behind this character. And though this character might be acting this way, saying this or not saying this or whatever, go, okay, there's a bigger purpose to all of this. And what is that? And what do I want to learn from this? What is this mirror of this person showing me? And really asking your higher self, what do I want to learn through this interactions with them? So there's something even more grander that they're wanting you to kind of take a higher step and a higher look at things. So that's what they have coming in for you, Kritika. I like it. I like it. It's very expansive for you. So that's what's coming in. Right. So many blessings to you. And then Pinky, you are up next. You want to know the outcome with the Pisces. What does Spirit wants you to know right now about the outcome with the Pisces? Okay. Well, there's a lot of confusion that's going on here with the Seven of Cups. And so, Pisces does have a lot of emotion, and they have a ton of different emotional confusion that's happening in life. You can see all the variety of all the cups that are here. And that is bringing in a lot of, it's like a whirlwind of a bunch of different emotion here. On the bottom of the deck, the energy you have is the King of Swords, which is like opposite of emotion, because the King of Swords not only rolls over swords, but all the kings are given a second portion of thinking. So they're the masters of mindset thinking and looking at things. So I feel like they're I almost feel like they go to two extremes, Pinky. I feel like they get emotionally confused and then they go way into their head, out of their emotions, and then they dive back into this, whirlwind of emotion, and then they go back up into their head. And I just feel like there's not a whole lot of clarity coming in because emotions trigger so much thinking, which obviously is coming through in here. And I feel like they're just stuck in the thinking around their emotions, and they're not taking the time to feel their emotions. Like they'll drop into the emotions, see them all, and then jump back out and then analyze, analyze, analyze. And they're like, well, if you just would feel and allow these emotions to be felt and to go their course, they would take care of themselves and things would balance out. But right now, they just feel so confused, both emotionally and mentally, just so much in their head, which is not the standard for Pisces, though they might have a ton of air in their chart. But a Pisces sun, they'll rule by emotion a lot, but it feels like the emotion is being put on pause. Um, it's like they freeze frame it, like they take a snapshot of it, and then they're analyzing, analyzing, analyze, snapshot, analyze, 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 but they're not feeling a lot of emotion. So they kind of feel numb to me right now, Pinky. So I feel like the outcome here is like undetermined because there's this whirlwind and they don't know what they want. They don't know what they're feeling. They don't know. It's like this emptiness. And so decisions, there's so many possibilities of their choices right now, and the outcome is undetermined. I know, right? Which that's if you based on current energies. Of course, at any time, you can say this is over and it's over, right? So it's not out of your hands. You are allowing, to continue on this path going, well, I will continue to hang around. There's, if you ever saw like Bugs Bunny, the Tasmanian devil, right? You know how they're like the spinning tornado. That's how they're showing me in my head. Like, oh, if we want to hang around them, you just get what you get with that. and there's not like a timing on this. I don't feel like it's anytime soon that they're, you know, diving into their emotions. I feel like they're just in over analyzation mode in their head. So sorry that I don't have more brighter news there, Pinky, but at least it brings some clarity of what's going on with them. But that's what they have for you, my dear. So hang in there, and many blessings to you. Right. And then Alexis, you are up. So hey, Alexis. So I know when at the end of the session, you asked if we had completed it. We hadn't, and you would go, it's a serious question. Am I going to pass away? And I'm like, yeah, you are. We all are. You're no vampire, so you're not going to live for forever. You will pass away, but I feel like you're wondering, like, soon. Was your question here? I didn't feel any energy of, da da da. Da. But let's take a look here and see what spirit wants you to know. What's this fear that's coming in here. Yeah, you don't have it here. You got the high priestess, and so I feel like with the energy that's coming in here is it's time for you to step back with this high priestess, get out of the chaos, get out of the fear and all the noise. Step back into your high priestess temple, connect with the higher realms, look behind the scenes, dive deep into your emotions because spirit does have messages here for you. And I feel like you have on the bottom the Page of Pentacles, which is new opportunities and things changing in your outside world, something coming here, which could be an ending and a beginning that comes in. And it might be what you're sensing is you feel like something ominous is going to happen. We're entering into this today. The Pluto is moving into Aquarius. Pluto, who is the energy of life and death, transformation, is moving and having a significant change of energy. So you might be picking up on that too, feeling like I feel like there's like this significant ending and beginning. There is 2024 is going to be a year. It's the beginning, the introduction, the gateway into a couple decades of significant changes on the planet with Pluto moving into Aquarius, which is the rebel, the sudden change of things too. Um, Normally ruled by Uranus, right, which is the sudden change, surprise. But it's all good for us, this transformation that's happening. But I do feel like with all of this, Spirit is saying, take a step into away from everything into your high priestess temple and just connect with that higher realm. And, if there's a fear of death, really look into that. But I feel like there's this change and transformation that's coming up that brings that Page of Pentacles. I feel like that's kind of what you're picking up on with that instead. So there you go, my dear. So no worries. Take a big deep breath and go, okay, this energy is what I'm feeling. And we've got a Leo full moon coming up in less than a week. So you could also, excuse me, be picking up that full moon Leo energy too. A lot of stuff happening. So I feel like you're very sensitive to the moon energy and the planetary energies. So you're probably just picking up on all that. All right. So hang in there. All right, my dear. And great courts. You are up next. Hello, hello. So any messages from your soulmate twin flame? Let's take a look here and see. Oh my gosh. We're gonna be here a while. Great courts. I'm just kidding. Those aren't all yours. Wow. A lot of energy. So let's shuffle those up. Let's try that again. So any messages from your soulmate twin flame besides combustion, right? So you got the 3 of Cups here, and the 3 of Cups has a few messages coming in here for you. The first is choose joy, choose celebration. That'll help raise your love vibration to this higher realm and allows you to hear clearly from your spiritual posse, which is also represented by the 3 of Cups. You also have the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands on the bottom, which makes sense. Queen of Wands has a strong connection with spirit, not just because of ruling over the wands and the spiritual energy suit, but all the queens are given a second portion of cups, which also allows them to have a strong connection to the spirit world. The King of Wands it's like this is you two together fiery twin flames coming in here. You definitely have one in this lifetime coming in. And the wands energy is about managing your energy, managing your focus. Whatever you're focused on is what grows and expands. And so they're having you focus on your higher vibrational energies of joy, gratitude, laughter, peace, and that as well, which raises your love vibration, draws you guys in faster together. So there is a little motive there, like I'm working on raising my love vibration. You continue to raise yours, we'll get to come together sooner and get to spend more time together in this lifetime. Because the sooner you get together, the longer you have. You have a range of minimum time you can spend together and maximum. And the more you raise your love vibration, the faster you guys come into each other's life, the longer you are with each other too. So they have that little motive there, a message from them. Um, but connecting to your spiritual posse is important for you during this time too. With all of this energy, the Three of Cups coming in, and the more you raise your love vibration, the clarity, that's the frequency at which spirit speaks. So you'll get clearer messages coming up there too. And you can communicate with each other through the ethereal. It's like you're going through the satellite to communicate with each other. So they're asking about you, you're asking about them, but you can also meet on the, ethereal planes, astral traveling in your dreams. And if you raise your love vibration consistently, then you guys can also take advantage of that. The Three of Cups represents your tribe too. And so they're just letting you know that it's important for you to have that one or two best friends. I feel like at least two, to where there's the three of you, peas in a pod, and they're like, while we're waiting to get together, it's important for you to find that tribe, that group of support, those people. I feel like there's two that are really like your best friends who you don't even have to, you're all in the same, you come from different backgrounds, but you all have this strong connection spiritually and um, you know from past lives and all this different things where you guys don't even have to really say things to each other. You just look at each other and laugh because you know what you're all three are thinking, like witches of Eastwick kind of energy, if you've ever seen that. But I like that for you, and this is the message they have for you right now. Great court, so many blessings to you. And then Mizrak Bayin, you are up next. You wanted a general reading, so let's take a look here and see. What do they have for you? What does Spirit want you to know right now? All right. So you did get two cards. You got two major arcana coming in here. And they're saying don't give up hope. You do have love on their way to you. It is developing. It is in the process of unfolding. Because you even have the Hanged Man here, which is about delay and transformation. Things are unfolding. They're taking their time. We can't rush it. We want it to, it's like taking bread out of the oven too early. You don't want a mouthful of gross dough. You want that delicious bread instead. So this is like, say, trust the process, trust the timing. It is unfolding. Don't give up hope. It is on the way. So just while we're waiting for this relationship to unfold, for things to come to fruition, you can use that time for your inner transformation, raising your love vibration, letting go of thoughts and beliefs that don't serve you, that have been limiting you, making you feel small, emotions that have been bogging you down. It's clearing house, clearing mental thoughts, clearing emotions, even clearing your physical world to help prepare for the coming relationship that's coming your way. So you can make the most of the time. We don't have to sit there going, why aren't they here yet? We can instead raise our vibration and focus on the gratitude of what's coming and what I can remove out of my life to prepare the environment for it. So that's what's coming in for you, Ms. Rack. So many blessings to you. And then we've got Valerie Calver. You are up next. And you want to know any work news? All right, let's take a look here. Any work news? What does Spirit want you to know about work here? All right. Okay, yeah, you got the Six of Pentacles coming in. So there's this balancing of giving and receiving that's coming in here. And the Six of Pentacles is an important card to look at here, because you have the Star card, which is dreams come true, understanding your dream. And so you kind of got this little um, dual message that's coming in. One is that you're getting clarity around what is it that you truly want to do for your career and for your work. We might be like, well, our mind has a long list of supposed tos, and we're living someone else's dream, or we're just trying to, get all this stuff done, and so we feel like I have to work. But there's this career, there's this dream, this life purpose to live too, and your heart wants that expressed. So I feel like there's clarity coming in about what is work, job, and what is dream. And the dream wants to be expressed in your life. The Six of Pentacles shows me that something else you're becoming aware of is this out of balance giving and receiving in your life. And you might feel as if there's this forest field keeping things out of your life, like job, like money, like promotions, like love, whatever it may be, where you feel like anything that comes into your life that you want gets repelled out, or things can't get to you, right? Well, that's your inner child, this out of balance Six of Pentacles, where the scales are you have to give 1,000 coins of love to get one love coin back, or 1,000 coins of abundance to get one back. And it just is something that you learned when you were 7 years old and younger about this. Whoever was important in your life that you felt you needed to overgive to get very little back, that dropped into your subconscious. This out of balance rate of exchange that as a child you thought, "Beh, that seems fair, but definitely not fair." But it's down in there running on autopilot. It's been affecting school and relationships and work and everything else, where you have this belief that I have to overgive in order to deserve very little. But this can be changed, which is great. That's all subconscious, and to transform it, we bring it into our conscious mind. I talk about some tools on how to do that in a video series I have called Take 10 with Zen. If you go to my main page at the very top, there's a playlist. It's in there. Episode 5 talks about the Six of Pentacles, and that can give you a tool on how to bring that out of balance, giving and receiving, to one and one, which drops these force fields and allows abundance to come in. Then work offers come in. Yeah, allowed to move towards your dream. You love will come in. I mean, all the stuff that's been kept away from you because your little inner child is saying, no, 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 we don't deserve that yet. It's not allowing it in. But once it balances out, it's like, oh, yeah, I deserve this. Bring it on. And so there's this wonderful transformation that comes in with that, Valerie, that impacts a lot of areas of your life. So be sure to check that out. Right. That's what they have for you. So many blessings to you. And then for Rita Ali, you are up next. So you have a no contact situation. What's the intention of Allison? And does he want a future with you in the future? All right, let's take a look here. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know here. All right. So here are the feelings and intentions. All right. So I feel here, you haven't had any contact with him here. And I just feel like they're not able to give you what you're looking for. I feel like this is what you're wanting. Four Pentacles, which is the stability in the outside world, right? And the Ten of Pentacles here, if I can scooch it in where it'll focus here. Let's see if it'll do it here. There it is. See that beautiful picture of togetherness and everything here. Fullness of life. And both of these come in here. I don't feel like they are the one that is going to bring this one here to you. You do have this Knight of Swords, which I feel like on the bottom of the deck is this knight in shining armor that comes in, but it's someone who's more of an air sign. It's someone who's great at communication, someone who clarity and communication might even be in higher education or teaching or training, but they're all about the knowledge and the wisdom. So very intelligent, but they also can communicate. I just feel like um especially with this no contact and everything, they don't know how to communicate. They don't know how to talk about things and, let you know where you stand. And this is what you are with these cards, or what you're looking for is someone who can talk about things, and that you don't one always wonder where you stand, and you're like, what's happening, and why did you suddenly disappear? And you want someone who's communicating, not someone who over communicates, but someone who does significantly communicate with you. And I feel like that's not Allison. I feel like they are totally um aloof, it seems like. And so I like this Knight of Swords that's coming in for you. So I would not worry about the contact with them. Let them go. Consider it a blessing. Go and thank you for showing me that I don't need to settle for something that you can't give me. I can look, and I know who's meant for me is coming my way. Someone who's in alignment with my heart. You deserve to have someone like you that shares the love, shares the communication, shares your desire and commitment with someone, not wondering, well, what's going to happen next? I like the communicative individual that's coming your way. So that's what they have for you, Farida. So many blessings to you. And then Ashvin Rai. Hello, hello, Ashvin. So you are up next. Let me move some stuff around here. Let me just see how many we've got left here. All right, perfect. So Ashvin, hey, hey, hey. So you want to know how will your future spouse be? Let's take a look here and see what little tidbit of information spirit will give you about your spouse. Of course, it's always a scavenger hunt. They're not going to give us the background check and the pictures and everything else. They want to just allow us to have a scavenger hunt to discover and make it an adventure, right? So what? All right, so here we go. All right, so we do have the Five of Swords. So we do have someone here who's really worked through here a lot of their I'm gonna say mental conflict here. Yeah, even in the bottom of the card, we've got the World card, which is ending of old cycles and beginning of new adventures. Um, so I feel like, you know, they've come from a very conflicted childhood where I feel like there was like this a lot of arguing between parents and step parents, and all this kind of stuff. Just a lot of opportunity for fear and challenges, and so they had all this, but they've worked through it, which is great. We generally, like, as humans, we're like, I don't want anybody high drama, and ugh, I don't want them to suck the life out of me, right? And when we hear, oh, someone had a rough life, we're like, oh God. But when we get them on the other side of a rough life, someone who's transformed, especially like with world card energy, it means that they face things, that you transformed it into wisdom and knowledge. So they're very aware and very self-aware. And we like that, because then they're not triggered by things easily, because they've understood it. They've experienced a lot of conflict, and so when conflict appears, they're not afraid of it. They're like, "Psh, I get it. I understand this. I've transformed it, and so I'm not afraid of it." And so I like this for you here. I know you're like, "Wow," but it's good. It's good stuff, because they have peace of mind, an open mind, and smoothness. They don't have high highs and low lows. They're nice, smooth thinking that comes in there. So I like that for you. And that's what they have for you right now, Ashvin. So many blessings to you. Right. Continue down the list here. And we are to Ivan Sundergaard. Apologies if I mispronounced that. And you want to know about new love. So let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know about new love? All right. Well, you definitely have it coming in here. You have the Ace of Pentacles, which represents new opportunities coming forward here in love for you. I like that. As far as the speed of things coming in here, there is a couple things that they just want you to know. One is that the Chariot card is about movement, and the movement is up to your choices. Chariot card is the power of choice, and so Every moment, we either focus on higher vibrational energy, love energy, which is like unconditional love, joy, laughter, gratitude, peace, that higher vibration, or lower vibration, which is related to fears, right? And whatever we focus on in the moments, higher vibration speeds things up, it makes the wheels turn, brings us faster to something. Lower vibration, it's almost like reversal, but it's like an anchor. It slows us down. We don't move towards something as fast. So when we're choosing the stories and the mental energy we're putting to something, higher or lower, right? Emotions, higher or lower. Our energy, our attraction, our manifestation, um, higher or lower, and physical actions, higher or lower. The more higher that we're vibrating, making those choices in all those areas, the faster things come in. Lower, the slower things come in. So that opportunity for love coming in is all up to you. One of the things that you can do with all this is also with the Eight of Cups. The other thing they wanted to mention. Eight of Cups is about leaving behind emotions that no longer serve you, and even relationships, it's opening up and clearing. It's like you got all these cups here taking up space. It doesn't allow for a new love to come in because there's not enough emotional space energy for it. So what that means is looking at emotions that no longer serve you and releasing them, looking at relationships, can be friendships, family, could be old romance that's still hanging around. Whatever it is, these relationships that you're like, I'm investing energy in, that I don't want to invest emotional energy in. Like maybe you give 90% into a friendship. They'll always only give 10. It's like, this is a poor investment. Backing it off to 50% to see if they'll put in the other 40 to make it 50-50. And if not, it's backing it off to zero, right? And you gain all that energy back, all that emotional space that opens it up for love to be able to come into your life. Relationships, yeah, they're give and take, but if it's always giving and they're always taking, then it's time for you to evaluate, why am I allowing this anymore, right? So that's what I feel is coming in for you, Yvonne. So hopefully that resonates for you. Many blessings to you. And then Felicia Fing. Hey, Felicia. You want to know, will you be able to get the golden ticket to the Willy Wonka chocolate factory? No, I'm just kidding. You want to know, will you get the ticket? Let's take a look here. All right. So, what does Spirit have here for you? Yeah, you've got here the Five of Cups and the Nine of Swords. So, Five of Cups is transformation of emotions, and Nine of Swords is like the nightmare and insomnia card, which is facing the fears and transforming the fears. And you're ready for this. You're ready to let old emotions go, old ways of thinking, old ways of feeling go. And I feel like you've been working on this for a while, going up the spiral staircase. Definitely have left a lot of fears behind, a lot of thinking behind, a lot of emotions behind, lower vibrational, and you've been moving up and up and up and up. And to be able to get this ticket, it's like there's some triggers that are coming up around this about worth and about deservedness and any anxiety, anything that's bubbling in there. It's being brought up for you to go, okay, thank you. I see these, I transform them. Then yes, you can get the ticket. But I feel like the obstacles that are standing between you and getting this ticket have to do with your fears, have to do with these emotions. And I just feel like you've had such a life full of restriction and rules and emotions that were so I don't want to say punished, but like you had to repress and push down a lot of emotion because you were not allowed to act a certain way, it feels like. And so there's a lot of this that you have been letting out, and it feels like, oh my gosh, is this ever going to end? It's like you're pouring, it's like one of those magic shows where they're pouring something and it just keeps pouring and pouring and pouring. You're like, this cup is small. How is all this pouring out of it? Well, it's because there's all this a sea of emotion that you're sharing and you're letting out. And so you have these opportunities coming out to show things, to more give you more opportunity to pour more and more and flow more and more of that emotion out so it doesn't weigh you down anymore. So I like that for you, Felicia. That's what's coming in for you right now. So many blessings to you. And then channel 111. Hello, hello. Oh, I'm sorry, Chanel, not channel. What is the true feeling of your partner? And their name is Shamir. All right, let's take a look here and see their true emotions for you right now. And the thing about other people's emotions is they are fickle. They're always changing in those humans, and it sometimes has nothing to do with us at all. Usually has nothing to do with us at all because we don't see the world as it is. We see the world as we are through our lens of our experiences, how I'm feeling. So my emotions for someone have to do so much about the emotions I feel about myself. That's why that famous meme of other people's opinion of me is none of my business. It's because it has so much to do with them and very little to do with me. But let's take a look here, see what we have here. So I do feel like they feel like there's this energetic block here with the Nine of Wands that just feels like they're trying to move past something, but they're having trouble with it. And it's something that they've like tried over and over and over again. The Page of Swords is that they're trying to gain clarity around what this is. Why do they keep having this block? And the good, not that there's good or bad, it's positive with the Page of Swords that they're trying to see things from a different perspective. They're trying to gain clarity, clear things out. And that's what comes in here. The Nine of Wands comes from within them, has to do with their self-worth, and like they might be having trouble having jobs, promotions, raises come into their life, and they want to grow closer, but they feel like there's something, this blockade, and it's because it's their inner child, their small self that has this undeservedness, and it doesn't allow things to come in closer till it feels that it is deserved, that they have to do so much to earn and deserve so little. And so there is this, transformation that gets to happen in their life around, their worthiness, their worth, but it goes back to their inner child, 7 years old and younger, that there's something to be looked at so they can transform that energy and transform that and step through that barrier. So, this is important to know that this is all about what's going on in them, has nothing to do with you. But you can also look at yourself and go, how does that resonate with me? Do I have this feeling I have to overgive to deserve so little? Maybe I can go look at that too. There's some great tools. If you check out my playlist on my main page at the very top, there's a video series called Take 10 with Zen. Episodes 4 and 5 do talk about the energies, and it talks about a Six of Pentacles. Those are that gives you a couple tools on how you can transform those energies as well. And those are all free if you want to check those out. All right. So that's what they have for you. So many blessings, Chanel. And then Swaroop Bobby, you are up next. So you're planning for a new career in a different position, the IT industry. Will you be successful? All right. So based on current energies, let's take a look here and see what they have here. So we've got the Temperance here, which is about patience and things slowly unfolding, which of course, schooling and all that, it shows here eventually it turns into gold for you. And then the bottom of the deck too, you've got the Judgment card, which is your higher self calling you into a different area. I feel like you might end up going into a different field because you have the Three of Wands, which with new information you alter course. You change course and go, "Bleh, I don't want to do this. I'm headed off in this direction instead." So I feel like you might head off in the direction of the IT and you could be successful, but I feel like there's something more that your heart wants to live and do. And the IT might be something the mind is telling you, like other people, society, whatever it may be, this is what you should do, you're supposed to do, you need to do, you have to do, you must do. But I feel like your heart isn't in it. I feel like your heart wants something else. Like, I want to do this, but it's like, well, I can't do that because everyone will be upset, or what will people think, blah, 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 whatever is holding you back from moving forward towards this dream. It's important to look at that because anything is possible. If you put your mind to your dream, you'll never give up and you'll always enjoy the journey, living your dream and taking steps within your dream, right? So that's what's coming in for you, Swaroop. So many blessings to you. And then I just have one more left. If I did miss anyone, my deepest apologies. I tried to make sure that I get through everyone, but if I missed anyone, I will be back in just a little over 2 hours for my evening session. And I'll be back tomorrow morning too at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. But my final reading is for Brian Oliver. And Brian, you wanted to know, did Hawking do stuff involving Tabasco sauce and a hammer while wearing a sailor hat on Epstein's Island? And I'm not sure if this is a serious question. Seems almost funny, but I'm going to pull cards for it. um, and just in case it is real, spirit knows. But it feels like a funny thing here. And we got the King of Wands, and the King of Wands is very fiery, childish type of energy. Not childish, but childlike, like adventure, like Peter Pan energy of doing funny things and doing things. So I am seeing that it does feel like if this is a serious question, that this is a yes. It feels um, very sassy, like Peter Pan's like a never wanted to grow up, always wanted to be a child, wanted to have this adventure, wanted to, express this fiery type of um of energy there. So it does feel like a very positive, like, yeah, I want to, do bizarre, weird, fun things. And that's the kind of energy that I feel coming through with this King of Wands for you, Brian. So if that's truly a question. I could see them doing that with this energy here for sure. So that's what's coming in there with a Tabasco sauce and a hammer while wearing a sailor hat on Epstein's Island. Too funny. But that's what's coming in. So many blessings. All right, everybody. Well, that is it for the makeup session. So, again, thank you so much for all the thumbs up, all your love, your support, and your thirst for hearing from Spirit. And like I said, I'll be back on at 6 p.m. Mountain Time this evening, 11 a.m. tomorrow morning. Mountain Time. And until then, remember every second of every day of your life, you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things, our Creator. And of course, I love you too. So until I see you again, much love. You guys hang in there, and we'll see you soon.